Okay, okay, guys, welcome back to another trade recap video where I will show you how I made around a profit of $619 by trading the micro Nasdaq. So this is my Aqua Futures dashboard. As you can see, I'm up $1,200 on my account. Okay, and after a very long time, I'm back to break even, and now $1,000 profit in this account. So this is the trade which I had taken today. Lots were 15, and the duration of this trade was around 6 minutes, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, 6 minutes. Okay, coming back to trading view. What do we have now? Let's see. Okay, so first of all, let me tell you my bias for today. I was bearish for the day because see yesterday what happened. This is Asian lows. Okay, from the market started, we were already giving a good move. Okay, before the Asian lows, like around 1:30 p.m. Okay, during the external trading hours maybe, or after the market just closes. Okay, US stock market closes and external trading market is still you know resumes. Okay, so this up move was due to Nvidia's earnings. Okay, and I uh, thought that we are going to be bullish because on a daily time frame uh, we have formed a bullish SMT divergence. Okay, which I have shown you in my previous videos. Yesterday I didn't take a trade because I was very confused with my bias. uh, so yeah, today we also have okay today we have these three news which were out at during the pre-market, basically unemployment claims and NFP. Okay, these two news were higher than the forecast. So coming back, this was my first time trading these kind of news events. So even though I knew how to trade it, I have never traded these kind of news. Okay, so this was a new scandal. I've marked these highs and these lows. Okay, and on an ES also I have marked these highs and these lows. And if it's very simple, if the market opens and if the market goes to the upside, sweep the news high, and then after following each and every confluence of my strategy, I will take trades and I will target the take profits and liquidity in the opposite direction. This was my bias. So what happened? Market opened. I'll just scale down to a 5 minute time frame now. Market opened. Market swept 5 minute lows on both of these pairs, and then ES came up and swept out the news high. Okay, while Nasdaq was underneath these news highs. Okay, as you can see, Nasdaq sweep this out at 8:15. Okay, but he has already sweep this out in the very first 5 minute of since the market opened. So from here, okay, my bias was simple. If ES has swept out these highs and is Nasdaq is the leading index, then I will because Nasdaq was very close to these lows, as you can see here. Nasdaq tried many times to take out these lows, but I don't know why. First of all, because of this news, the market opened was very sideways. Okay, kind of sideways. uh, then after that, giving us a good move to the upside, as you can see here, making a 5 minute SMT divergence and a good move to the upside. And also we have these Asian previous day, Monday London highs as well. Okay, so market came up. Okay, and Nasdaq was so close to take out these London highs. I thought that let Nasdaq come up, sweep up these highs, and create an SMT diversion on ES so that we can take trades on ES, because ES will be the leading index if that would have happened. But nevertheless, that didn't happen. Okay, big downside move to the big candle to the downside. Okay, this candle is above 79% extension. So this is the first confluence. Okay, that okay, now we are going to start rotating to the downside maybe, but we need to follow more of a confluence. So I've scaled down to a 1 minute time frame. Oh shit. Wait. Okay, I've scaled down to a 1 minute time frame, and after that I have marked all the possible FVGs. Okay, so we have this FVG right here, we have this FVG right here, and the market also filled equilibrium. Okay, on both of these pairs. Usually what happens after filling up this gap, as you can see here, we also have a 5 minute FVG as well after this down move. Okay, we left a good FVG. Okay, we filled this FVG, but what happens, market start rotating back to the downside from this point. But I don't know why market was showing us some bullishness, and I was pretty confused with my bias. And at some point I thought, okay, I'll just go longs because Nasdaq is so close to these highs that we might, just end up take out these highs instead of making a move to the downside. Okay, so usually what happens when market gave us a retrace to the upside, fill all of these fair value gaps and equilibrium as well, and break a structure on 1 minute to the upside, then what we are looking for, just trend continuation confluence, and basically we are looking for entries like inverse fair value gap or maybe a break of structure to the downside. But market didn't give any break of structure to the downside, as you can see. Okay, the market didn't give any break of structure to the downside, and market was just making higher highs and higher highs on both of these space. At some point we also made 1 minute SMT divergence, but from we have made an SMT from these highs to these highs, but it got failed eventually. And I was not very confident in this setup. So after a break of structure to the downside on ES and as well as on Nasdaq, and an SMT divergence from these highs to these highs, and as well as on, as you can see here, from these highs to these highs, these are equal highs, so it will work. Okay, and after a break of structure on ES, but Nasdaq didn't give us a break of structure, and the immediate after this, we basically I wanted to enter here so that my SL would be around just the 50 points, but uh, I made an entry, late entry, so my SL was around 83, 84 points. I have entered with only one contract, okay, because I was not very confident. Then again, what happened after seeing this trade, okay, performing good, okay, and making a 70 pips to the downside, points to the downside, after leaving an FVG, after the market price entered this FVG and again made a, what do you call it, bearish candle. I was so confident in this setup that the market will surely come down and take out these take profits. I entered with again 14 contracts, and in total I was my positions were at 15 contracts, okay, on ES, sorry, on Nasdaq. So after this, what happened, I'm still not familiar with Project X trading, web terminal. That's why I have entered here with 14 contracts again, and I exited here or almost here, making a profit of around $691 in total. So it's okay, no worries. This was a good week for me. I made um around $1,700, and I'm up, as you can see. Average risk to reward is 1 is to 30, which is a good thing for me. 52% win rate, trading days 7, and close PNL is $1,182. So this is a good thing for me, okay. And I'm really, as you can see here, I was damn sure that market will come down, sweep out these lows, because this is the only obvious liquidity to the downside pending till now, as of now. And after that, if this was my broker account, I wish this was my broker account. I would have got, let's look at this trade, bro. Look at this trade. I would have retired my bloodline. Fucking 12, 1 is to 12, bro. Nevertheless, no worries. So this was my trade recap for today. If you guys like this video, then subscribe to my YouTube channel and become a part of my day trading journey, and say have a safe trade. Okay, don't blow up your accounts. I will guys see you in my next video. Take care.